It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second down, another shot for Jones, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance defense, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling.
That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit. Well, maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First down, a run with Cohen. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Now a 2nd down and 6. Play action. It's Fields. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on 3rd down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
58 to the line. 58 to the line.
Now Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up, switch up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Play fake. Now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, out is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 5 yards remain on second down.
All day, every day, any day. 58, boys, 58, 58 is Mike. Watch the pass.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go. On your team.
Cohen gets it again on second. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. Cohen, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with it. And now it's third down. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Right in. 58, boys. 58.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Whip.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Rodgers. Being chased, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The return from his end zone is Grant. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really had zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd on the nose of the football. On the give, this is Cohen.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a two-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears down 21-14. A minute 38 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Escaping the pressure, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this time. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. Right? He can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
And here's Jones again on second down.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll go with a big back. This is Oluwalu. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it, what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball around the bell, don't we?
Not there, they ran it in. And again, just a great game that we bore witness to. So for the Packers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.